Back in the good old days of photography, long before likes and fan pages, we didn't have any fancy tutorials from no interwebs. You broke down sets, you cleaned toilets, and you ran errands while working your way from third assistant to first for years before you even picked up a camera. The times are changing. Competition is fierce, it's global, and it's an uphill battle to the top. But there's hope. You see, the good folks at RGG EDU know this and are making advanced tutorials to keep you in the race. They compress time and space to bring the mentorship to you. That's some badass shit, hombre. You may be asking yourself, just what the hell is RGG EDU? Well, I'll tell you. RGG EDU stands for Rob and Gary's Great Education. You see, for Rob and Gary, traditional YouTube tutorials don't cut it. Gary comes from a production background sprinkled with tech. He spent years abroad from making documentaries in communist countries to working for companies like Apple and the United States Peace Corps. At best, he's a questionable drone pilot, but prides himself on making the best whiskey sour either side of the Mississippi. And Rob comes from a 25-year career in commercial photography. He started like all the greats did, back in the day of large format view cameras with film that was measured in sheet sizes. I'm talking about the real shit. Over his 25-year career, Rob has mastered the genres of food and beverage photography. In many parts, he's known as the Shakespeare of beer. Once those two got together, they still needed one thing, a posse to make it all happen. And after checking every wolf den and dive bar from here to Santa Fe, they found them. These guys and gals shoot like outlaws, edit more than North Korea, and wear a onesie better than any marshal can wear a badge. But what about you? How do you get better? Well, duder, you soak up all that RGG EDU has to offer. You rely on the guidance of those that have been there and done that. You finally begin to make images and get attention of bigger clients. You start hiring models and crew based on new criteria. Your dream team gets a little less hazy, and your vision becomes crystal clear. You learn it ain't about the gear and start focusing more on that little thing we like to call the concept. Your Photoshop foundation becomes rock solid. You learn to dodge like an 8th grader and burn like some of Gary's moon hooch. At RGG EDU, they take the long way to give you the short path. They work with the best photographers to make the best tutorials, and they leave no part out. Sure, they may come back cold, tired, and smell like bourbon and deer blood, but that's what they do.